What's going on, everybody? It's McFly here. So I just saw that Marvel dropped or I guess Sony and Marvel dropped the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse official trailer about 2 hours ago. So I want to get into this. This was probably the best all-around Spider-Man movie that's ever been released. I really do think that it had everything in it. They did really cool things with this movie, like when Miles is going through the whole like getting used to his powers thing, they put him in 30 frames per second while everybody else was at 60. So it kind of felt a little bit off. Things like that kind of made this movie a little bit better than people expected it to be, actually. But I like the overall story. I like that we finally got a Miles Morales movie. I just liked everything that they did with it. The CGI looked amazing. And everything about the movie, I really loved it. But I'm excited to see this trailer, what we have in store here. And without further ado, let's get into it.
I can hear you being quiet, Mom.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time.
Yeah.
You know, for years I've been taking care of this little boy.
Where's his dad at? What happened? There's Stanley again.
Making sure he is loved. That he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants to go out into the world and do great big things.
Not bad, kid.
And what I worry about most
I love you, Miles.
is they won't look out for you like us.
Miles!
Want to get out of here? Wherever you go from
Let's go,
here,
Gwen.
you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets where he came from. And he never doubts that he is loved.
Dope.
He never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong there. You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Jesus Christ, what is happening? Like,
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
War of all the Spider-Man. Holy crap, that looks like June 2nd, huh? Hey, it's my birthday. That's an official trailer, so that is not a teaser, and that's on Sony's official YouTube. I think they kind of played it. Sony's been notorious for having too much in their trailers. I guess we are all aware of that. I do think that they did a good job here. They didn't show too much. I think at the end there, they could have just shown for a few seconds with all of the different, multiversal Spider-Men and women. But I think it's kind of a cool thing to see that, Miles and Gwen are seen as the bad guys because of what happened with the whole multiverse thing. And I think that's got to be like the middle of the movie, right? That's going to be what they're going to have to deal with. The middle of the movie is them having to prove that they're the good guys and learn what happened when they broke the multiverse, what that created throughout the multiverse. So I think that's very interesting to do. And then at the end, I'm curious who the main villain is going to be, because we saw a lot of different Spider-Man. It could be one of them, it could be somebody else, but obviously it's the first trailer, so they're not going to show a lot. I am excited for this movie. I really did like Into the Spider-Verse. I thought that was a great movie. Like I said before, probably the best all-around Spider-Man. I know we all enjoyed No Way Home, and us old heads like me like Spider-Man 2 a lot. But I do think the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was the best all-around Spider-Man movie. Obviously, this one couldn't walk unless Spider-Man 2 ran, so Spider-Man 1, 2, 1 and 2. I'm just not going to talk about Spider-Man 3. But I think none of these movies could have existed without that movie. So that's something to think about. But I do think this, Into the Spider-Verse is the best all-around movie. I also think that there's kind of an issue right now with social media and everything going around that there's automatically negative connotations to pretty much anything that Marvel or Sony comic book related wise is releasing right now, just because of everything that's been going on with Disney and everything that's happening on that spectrum of things. I'm talking about the politics. I'm talking about, for lack of a better term, going woke. So I know there's already going to be a negative connotation for a lot of those types of movies. But the funny thing is, for some reason, these movies, in particular, the Into the Spider-Verse and this movie, I've only seen positive. So there's something there that Sony is doing correct that Disney has and Marvel has lost their way with. And I think, to be honest with you, for the Spider-Man property, taking away No Way Home, because technically that's still the most entertaining Spider-Man, right? I think Sony is actually doing a better job at creating movies that fans want to see when it comes to comic book movies. Now, you guys can come at me and say the MCU's done it right for years and Sony hasn't. That might be true, but right now Sony is stepping up their game and they've been doing a lot better at that type of stuff. I mean, they're not releasing a movie a year or 3 movies a year like the MCU has. They're taking their time. When the last one come out, wasn't it 2019 was when Spider-Verse came out? So there's a lot of leeway and time between these movies to let them marinate, to let them, do the editing right and all that stuff. And I think they're putting more love into these movies than the MCU honestly has been. And I'm gonna be posting a video of like my all-time favorite MCU movies, as well as a skit that I'm going to be doing for Marvel that I think is going to be pretty funny, where I talk about like how our tastes as fans have changed over the years. So not only has Disney changed and the MCU changed and Sony changed, but with what type of content they want to put out there, but we've also changed what we want. And as we get older, our tastes change and what we can tolerate changes. So it's not less this one-dimensional thing where Disney's the evil villain right now. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. And that's why I stay away from social media when it comes to stuff like this, because there's in no way is social media like the go-to for that's the right opinion. In case you guys didn't know, anybody can go on the internet. Did you guys know that anybody can go on the internet and change a Wikipedia entry? I can go on right now and say that the Las Vegas Raiders are the best team in the NFL. We all know they're not. Raider fans are gonna hate me now, but I'm a Niner fan, so I can say that. You get what I'm saying? Like, anybody can go on the internet and change stuff, like Wikipedia page. You can even go into a website's coding, change what some of the words are, and then show that in a video like I have here and say, oh look, this is what this website says, and it's totally untrue. So take it with a grain of salt. For all these movies, go see them for yourself. I wanted to put this at the end of the video because I feel like there's just a negative connotation going around, and the cool thing right now is to naysay Disney and naysay MCU. And while I'm kind of on that side right now, what we've done with Disney and the MCU, I do think that there are gems within all of that, and these movies are included. These Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, I feel are going to be those lost gems within that. But I am excited for this. June 2nd, 2023, that's my birthday, right around my birthday. So gonna be my birthday present to go see this in the theater, maybe, huh? Let me know what you guys thought about this trailer. I am excited about new Spider-Man stuff. I know that there's been talk about Tom Holland's new Spider-Man movie, when that's going to be, what it's going to be about. I think we got a couple years, if not a few years, until that happens, especially with the delay right now in the MCU stuff because of Disney rehiring the old CEO and them rethinking content. So I do think that we have to wait a while until we get another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, or a live action one at that, for whoever it could be. So I'm excited we have this one coming up pretty soon here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I always miss something in these trailers, so if there's something I missed, please let me know. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and please do remember that good vibes are contagious.